Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's reading, we are looking into breaking news on the way to you in the next few months of 2021. So this is exciting news and changes and developments that you have no clue is coming towards you. So let's just jump straight into this, get started with the disclaimers. So tarot should not dictate your life. I know most of you guys know this, but there's a lot of new people to spirituality, or people that see tarot as a crystal ball that's supposed to tell them something that they don't know, or make their decisions, or give them answers and do the work for them. That is not what my readings serve as. My readings do not serve as your answers. Only you have the answers, and my readings help guide you to your own inner knowing and to validate what your intuition has been trying to tell you all along. So never try to force a message. Either it will work or it won't. Let these messages serve to confirm the things that you do know but have forgotten. So if something doesn't resonate, maybe that part of the message is not meant for you, or you might not be ready to hear it. Tarot is going to reveal truths about our energetic frequencies, and we have to be ready and willing to hear those truths in order for these messages to resonate, okay? So take what resonates and leave everything else. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, let me just say, like I always do, that this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'll be offering a 60-second meditation. 30 seconds into that meditation, I'll be placing some objects on the piles here, for those of you that like to pick piles with objects on them. Now, if you're drawn to another pile, that's because there's another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet. Work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive a message from this higher power about what breaking news is on its way to you. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. And we'll start that meditation right now. All right, and on pile number 1, we have this red resurrection salt. On pile 2, we have the breaking blue salt. On pile 3, we have the rose-infused self-love salt. On pile 4, we have the black death salt for protection and banishment. And on pile 5 is the sun-drenched salt infused with the power of Ra. All right, hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to pick a pile and tap into your psychic awareness. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit for these messages. Now let's see what breaking news is on its way to you, and I will meet you over at your pile. All right, and pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we are starting with your tarot cards. Then we'll look into your oracle cards to see what kind of breaking news is on its way to you. So the very first card that we have here is, the Fool. We're getting started hot. Then we have the Four of Swords. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, just had to fix my camera real quick. Okay, so with this Fool card right here, pile 1, I see you joining someone very, very soon. And I know there's only one person here in each of your cards, but that's what's going to make this so surprising or shocking for you, because you will not be expecting it. It feels romantic for those of you that are single, especially if you recently broke up with someone or have been single for a while and have recently been working on healing yourself from the past with this Four of Swords right here. Either your romantic life or your social life essentially died in a sense with this Four of Swords right here. And emotionally, you seem to be withdrawn from other people or relationships outside of family and friends that have been in your life for a very long time. So there's not been any new people or relationships around some of you in a very, very, very long time. It's like you retired your social life or your romantic life and have been more inclined to work and get your life organized or study, especially when it comes to finances. And that's the most shocking thing, or the breaking news that's coming to you. Another thing coming to you that I feel like you are expecting is a change in your work, getting out of a more traditional role and into more of independent work. So you may be a freelancer or an artist, a creative, entrepreneur, investor, independent contractor, something along those lines where your money depends on you. Like you're not working off of a salary anymore. And I feel very strongly that that's happening this year for you, where you'll be moving from a set pay to one that you are in control of. So take it as it resonates. But you definitely won't be working for someone else in the traditional sense after 2021. I feel for very many of you. You're taking the plunge, or you are ready to gamble with the notion of being in control of your own schedule, your clientele, and your money, the type of work that you do, the type of work that you take on, how much work that you take on. You're ready to take all of that on after a pause moment in your life with this Four of Swords right here. So some sort of news hits you and it forces you to think about where you really see things going and if you want things to end up in that direction. But this pause moment really puts things into perspective for you, where this risk, this Fool card right here, doesn't feel so precarious anymore, but it'll start to feel more promising as you start to branch out bit by bit. But for sure, pile 1, one of the biggest things for you, breaking news that is on its way to you, is definitely some sort of a partnership, romantic or friendship, something with family, maybe expanding your family. It could even be like buying a pet in that sense, but it's some part of your life that feels dead in a sense, and it feels dead when it comes to like an emotional connection. So I'm seeing that really turn around for you over the next few months, and that's probably going to be the most shocking thing because you're not expecting it. You're not looking for it. You're not expecting it. It's not that you're like not open to it, but it's just like you just don't see it happening. You don't see how it could happen. There we go. You do not see how it could happen. When it comes to work, this is all pretty much in your control with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse right here. And you're a little bit more comfortable with that. But when it comes to like your romantic life, it seems to be a bit more up in the air, you know? So let's check out your oracle cards really quickly, you guys. So let's see what we've got going on. Save this one for after. Yeah, let's just start with this one. So we have here Voyage. Okay. So some of you may definitely be taking a trip, and that's interesting because I did pick that up a few minutes ago, but I wanted to see your oracle cards first because I wasn't too sure. But this is a very spontaneous adventure, like you're up late one night and you just come across some plane tickets online and you end up booking it. So it's like, see, you're the type of person that thinks a lot before making a move, even taking it something as simple as a trip. You like to get all the details together, like how much is this going to cost? Is it feasible? Is it safe? Is it this? Is it that? You're not being so cautious this year, though, especially with this Fool card right here. You are going for it, but it's going to be these moments or bursts of spontaneity that I'm really seeing for you in terms of like kind of something that you're really not expecting is a lot of spontaneity, just a lot of random things happening, like you randomly bumping into someone that ends up becoming a friend or a romantic partner, you randomly being up late one night and just deciding to book a trip, or just deciding to take a trip somewhere to do something, to do something different. It's like all this spontaneous energy around you that's really it's all around you, pile one. It may not have picked up just yet, but this spontaneous energy is all around you. Things may feel a little bit stagnant right now, but it's not going to be very long before things really start picking up for you. Let's see your other two cards. So we have here freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And we also have here fear. Okay. It says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. Very interesting, pile one. All right. This is really incredible. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You are breaking away from that apprehensive, disinclined energy to assuming more of the mindset like, well, what if I do it? So a big breaking news headline for you over the next few months is breaking away from fear and establishing your own freedom. Fear was holding you back from your freedom, pile one, and our freedom is our power. And this year, something clicks for you and you just stop. You stop carrying that fear of what if with you and you go for it. This is very Fool card energy for you. And this is a really great thing. So I'm really seeing you drop a lot of fear. And this could be fear when it comes to relationships and trusting people for sure. This could be fear when it comes to depending on other people with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This could be fear when it comes to having to emotionally and verbally express yourself with this Four of Swords right here. This could be fear when it comes to just having to take a leap of faith, to fall in love with someone or to trust someone or to be dependent, a little bit more dependent on them. So I see a lot that's being worked on with you over the next few months. Something that's pretty surprising is your ability to trust in other people, to put your trust into other people. Let's see, your final card that we have here. Look at this, confidence. What was I just talking about? It says, by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. Exactly, pile one. There's so much confidence coming to you. There is so much confidence that is going to come to you, not by how much you accomplish or achieve, but by you simply trying to do the things that scare the life out of you, doing the things that you are too shy or reserved to do. This is really incredible. And a lot of this is trusting as well. Trusting in other people, trusting in yourself, and trusting in other people's abilities to not let you down, to not hurt you, to not betray you, and to be there when you need them the most. So there's a lot of confidence that's coming with your relationships. Like I said, I know we don't have like a lot of relationship cards here, but there is a lot that is changing for you in terms of how well it is that you are able to merge with other people, meld with other people, be with other people over the next few months for sure. Let's see, just wanted to flip another couple cards for you guys just to see if there's any additional messages that we can pick up. Card that flipped over is manifest. So you guys may have also been trying to manifest a couple of things, and because you haven't seen results of it just yet, especially with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you may have lost a little bit of faith in it. I think, weren't we also talking about faith earlier in your pile? I believe we were. So there is some faith coming back as well in terms of your manifesting abilities, your manifesting powers, your relationship to the universe. This could also be developing a deeper relationship to the universe, to spirit. So another breaking news story that's coming for you is you manifesting something that you've been waiting on, and you just haven't seen any results of it yet. And then we have here the Warrior too. So you're going to be fighting for what you want. You're going to be fighting for what you want. There's a lot of spontaneous energy around you, but for sure, let me just fix these cards. Yeah, look at this. Underneath the deck, look at what we have. We have movement. Okay, so for sure, you guys, like I said with this warrior card right here, you are going to be breaking away from this energy that's a little bit reluctant or hesitant into more of action sort of energy with this Fool card right here, where it's just like, you know what? I am willing to take the plunge. I am willing to take the risk. That's the warrior that's being activated within you. Warrior energy can look very, very different from person to person. For some people, it looks like an actual fight. It looks like combat. For other people, it looks like not giving up. And then there's, people like you with your energy, where your warrior energy looks a lot like, I'm just going to do something that's rebellious. It's going to be me rebelling against my own fears and my own security, the things that make me feel safe. So this is honestly you stepping out of your safety zone, pile one. That's one of the biggest surprises that's coming to you over the next few months, is you stepping out of the safety zone. You stepping out of your own comfort zone and doing things that kind of scare you, just to sort of get certain parts of your life reactivated or almost resurrected in a sense. But that's what's going to cause a lot of movement for you, as you can see here with movement being underneath the deck. And then we have manifest in the warrior. So like I said, I'm seeing a lot of spontaneous energy around you, where all of a sudden that manifestation that you've been asking for, it comes right on in. All of a sudden you're feeling confident enough to take that first step. All of a sudden things start really moving and shaking for you, and other parts of your life seem to come back to life. So that's one of the biggest things I'm really seeing for my pile ones, amongst a whole bunch of other things. But it looks to be a really exciting time for you over the next few months, especially 2021 in general. Like I said, it may seem a little bit slow right now with this Four of Swords, but things are about to start picking up very, very soon. It's actually going to come for you during a time where you have a breaking point with this warrior card right here. You kind of have a breaking point. You're like, you know what? I don't have any other option besides to face my fears and just do it anyways. And let's just see what happens. And that's what's going to create a lot of movement for you, as well as even a lot of healing with this snake right here around this egg. So there's a lot that's trying to come into your life. There's a lot that's trying to be birthed into your life. And you are basically the one that is initiating this birth, that is initiating this new part of your life, this new chapter that you're walking into, which is really incredible. But pile one, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you guys all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number two, welcome to your reading. So we're going to get started with your tarot cards. Then we'll look into your oracle cards to see what sort of breaking news is on its way to you. So let's get started. Very first card that we have here is the Star. We're off to a pretty good start. Then we have here the High Priestess. Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. I already know what this is saying. Okay. So the breaking news for you, pile two, is you putting a shit ton of distance between you and any competition in your field right now. Whatever it is that you do, you could be a professional fire breather. Legit, it does not matter. You are solidifying your place in your industry by coming up with these really unique schemes or plans of action. Your approach to your profession or career, whatever you do, is very strategic this year, but not like it's premeditated, because it actually isn't. You will have a very close relationship to your High Priestess or your higher self this year, where they are in deep communion with you, and they will send you plans, proposals, projects, propositions, designs, all these really unique ideas, because you are so plugged in to your source of creation and creative energy, or life force energy. And it's not going to put you against the competition in your arena. It's going to separate you, where you guys are oceans apart. They can't even compare. Comparisons are going to straight up die by the end of 2021, by the end of this year, for my pile twos. The breaking news on the way to you though, pile two, that you're not expecting is some sort of media outlet reaching out to you for an interview. They want to know more about your brand, product, company, artistry, career. They want to know more about your life's work. So you may have had some issues, or this is the thing. It's not so obvious. That's the weird thing about this. But you have felt the energy being thrown your way from people that may be jealous or feel threatened by you making waves for yourself in your industry, wherever it is. And you are right to assume that there's people that feel some type of way about your success, whatever level that may be at for you. It could be local success or maybe on a larger scale, but the results you have seen has left a sour taste in a couple of people's mouths, especially people working in your same field. But this is the thing. They were already struggling to keep up with you or trying to figure out what your secret sauce is or how you got to where you are at. There's these stories that these people come up with in their attempt to equate themselves to you. And it's like, you guys know the commercial. Does that commercial even still come on with the rabbit? I forget what commercial it is. It's like a cereal commercial, but they always say at the end, like, you dumbass rabbit, or like, you silly rabbit. I don't whatever it is they say. That's kind of your situation here, where it's just like, you dumbass rabbit. Like, how could you ever think that we were on the same level? And I don't mean to sound egotistical with my pile twos, but it is literally written out in your cards. You have the star card right here, right next to the high priestess, and then the 5 of wands in reverse. Need I say more? This is your energy, okay? This is your energy. Star and the high priestess is saying, I just want to do what it is that I'm called to do, what it is that I am destined to do. I'm not trying to fight or compete to be better. I'm not trying to compare to anyone else. For you, pile two, you see yourself as your competition, always trying to outdo yourself. But these other people, I'm not going to lie, they're focused on you. And that's what creates this vast distance between you versus them, is your ability to block out the bullshit. So one of your breaking news headlines, pile two, is your big dick energy. Okay, excuse my French, but that's what's going on here. You've got something that you are creating or will create that has never been done before, and it's going to establish you as a name to take serious in your profession. This could be happening within your family as well for some of you. You may have family members trying to compete with you. This may be friends trying to compete with you. It could be coworkers trying to compete with you because they see what you're doing on the side, and they see you making money on the side outside of work. This 5 of wands right here is someone trying to keep up with you. They'd love to be better than you, but they're struggling to simply keep up at this point. And when it comes to you, this is your purpose. For you, this is your purpose, what it is that you're doing. That's why you're so focused. With them, it's about money, or it's about recognition, fame, power, whatever. They're operating from a place of sheer ego. Meanwhile, you're just being guided to do what you were born to do. And that's why they can't keep up with you. Whoever this is, more than likely, you kind of know them. They kind of know you. Like I said, for some of you, this could even be family and friends that is competing with you, that feels like there's some sort of weird competition here. This is like weird competitive energy. Like, to you, it's like this weird thing, but to them, it's like they just see it as threatening. They see it as really threatening. Okay, so let's check out you guys' oracle cards here. Let's start off with this one, because that's just what I've been doing. Very first card that we have here is standstill. Wow. Okay, this is you being focused, pile two. Either you are a natural, or you are just now figuring out how to tune out excess noise, and this is helping you to hear from your high priestess way better. Standstill could be some of you going on some sort of retreat as well, or maybe you go back to your hometown for a couple of weeks just to get away. And this 5 of wands is real nasty energy. It's just busy, chaotic, and you don't even want any parts of it. It's just nasty energy, honestly. And it's like sometimes throughout this year, pile two, you're going to completely disengage and disconnect from everyone. This will be your MO in a sense, just disappearing sometimes, going quiet on social media, 0 dark 30, saying no when people ask you to hang out, because you're spiritually battling a few hostile or divisive energies. And like I said, these people might not be tweeting about you directly, for instance, all the time, but you can still sense this energy being thrown your way. So it's like, even without these people directly coming for you and talking about you. Like, the feeling that I'm picking up here is these people don't need to have your name in their mouth. You can still sense, you can still very much so pick up this threatened energy, the scared energy from them. And it's almost like they're scared of you. And you're sitting over there wondering, like, well, why are you scared of me? Why are you competing with me? Like I said, you're just trying to outdo yourself. So you don't even see the threat that you are to these other people. That's the crazy thing, in your eyes, you're the least threatening thing there is out there. But to so many other people, you're a legitimate force to be scared of. And so, like I said, you may be battling a few hostile energies this year, and you can feel that energy being thrown your way. And it's not like they're trying to take you down either. Let me just say that. It's just a competitive spirit, but it's a sport that you didn't sign up for. It's a game that you didn't even know you were playing. You're not trying to do this, yet this energy is still being thrown at you. So a shocking thing about you over the next few months is when you come out of these moments of deep seclusion, or these remote areas to interact with the world, but it won't be that often for you because you are very aware of your energy levels at all time. You are very, very tuned into your energy this year, kind of like looking up and seeing your battery percentage life on your phone, and being able to see like, okay, I got 18% left before I need to charge it. That's kind of how you're going to be with your own energy. I only have so many more minutes or hours that I can put into this. I only have but so much more energy that I can exert in this direction. So, you'll know when it's time to sort of go back to a place of solitude rather than trying to push it or fake it or be out there, so you'll be like a rare sighting over the next few months. I want to say year, but definitely over the next few months, my pile twos, you guys are going to be a rare sighting because you're really just trying to sort of protect your energy. You're really just trying to protect it, and you're really trying to stay focused and in tune to spirit and how spirit is guiding you and leading you, because this is all so new for you as well. But you're definitely setting yourself apart with this star card right here. You are solidifying yourself as just this unique, innovative, creative force. And whatever it is that you're doing, it's very creative, it's very different, it's very unique, and people are going to gravitate right towards that. The same way that people gravitate towards the stars when we're outside and we're walking around and it's dark out and you see those little flashes of light just stuck in the sky. That's what you're going to be like. And whatever it is that you have your hands in, I can't necessarily see that, being that this is a general reading. And I'm not trying to make these too long today, but for sure, you guys have that pull the same way that stars do, how they just attract people's energy, and this is probably why we call celebrities stars, because there's only a few of them out of the billions of people that exist in the world, and they garner all this attention. So there's a lot of attention coming to you for your uniqueness over the next few months, and that's another kind of big headline for you over the next few months. Next two cards, look at this. Next two cards that we have here, success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love, okay? But I'm not seeing a love success. I'm seeing like money success, get that coin success. I'm seeing like success for you guys on a different level. And then we have here judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. This is what I'm talking about. We got judgment and success. This is what I'm talking about, pile two. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like this has been your entire reading summed up in two cards, judgment and success. You've got a lot of judgment coming at you, and it's from intimidated people. That's what this Five of Wands in reverse is right here. But like I said, you are learning or have learned how to block it out and stay focused. That's why this Five of Wands is in reverse, and that is what leads you to your success. Some of you will produce a product or a business or something to do in your industry that gets so big that you have thousands of reviews written all over it. Like you just have thousands of reviews pouring in to talk about your product or your company or your brand, something like that. Or you end up being interviewed by some different organizations or written about in some like big time magazine or a news article, and it'll be very good reviews for you. That may only apply to like a couple of you in this pile, but like I said, the success could be to any degree. So it could be more local, it could even be global for some of you. But there's big potential to be featured on like a celebrity social media, getting the attention of a celebrity. Yeah, I was talking about celebrities with the star card right here. Yeah, so some of you guys could be getting the attention of some celebrities on social media, or some people on social media with a really, really, really big following. And or you could be in like Business Insider or something, or like Cosmopolitan magazine, talked about in the media. And like I said, it solidifies you in your industry, which is really incredible. Next card that we have here is harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. I told you guys are really cooking something up this year. You're creating something very beautiful. So this is all that you want as well, pile 2. All you want is harmony. You will find your harmony, no doubt about it. Like I said, if you cannot get peace and quiet, you're going to make it happen by either escaping and heading back to your hometown for a couple of days, or just staying off of social media, or isolating for a while. Like we talked about in your standstill card. It's like you'll force the silence if need be. If you need the silence, if you need to get away, you're going to know how to get away. Like I said, you're going to be very plugged into your own energy this year, because your high priestess is asking a lot of my pile 2s in the year 2021, and you are really cooperating with your intuition this year, and that's why she's here in your reading. And you'll know, like I said, if you need a couple days to get away and to decompress, because she'll tell you, and your own body, your own energy will tell you, let's go get away for a couple of days. And while you're away, you'll get answers to challenges and really unique ideas that will further set you apart from everything and everyone else. Star card, right? So you're coming into major harmony with your high priestess, and I feel that that's been happening as of recently for many of you. So if you've been seeing the high priestess or the star card quite a bit lately in different readings and pick a cards, that's exactly why. That's exactly why they're kind of stalking you. The star and the high priestess is because of that. And then we have the harmony card with the 5 of wands in reverse. This is harmony definitely coming in. Let me just get a couple of more cards for you guys. Wait, is this already, or no, these are turned out. Wait, yeah, okay. Let me get a couple more cards for you guys. Look at that. We have ascension. You growing, you getting bigger, you being promoted. Like I said, you could be getting promoted by social media, celebrities on social media, somebody with a big following that sees you and takes to your work, something like that, with this ascension card right here. As well as too, like I said, you're developing a very close relationship, a closer relationship to your high priestess. And that is one of the reasons that you are transcending. That is definitely a major reason for my pile 2s transcending. And then we have get curious. Okay. Get curious for me has a lot of the star card energy, a lot of Aquarius energy for me, where it's all about being different. Your pile is all about you being different, being original, being an innovator, being a creative. We have the reflect card underneath. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of solitude coming in for you guys as well throughout this year, because we have the standstill card over here. But definitely with Get Curious, this is all about you taking some time to yourself, being able to take some time to yourself to reflect. That's the way you can cook up these very strange, unique, different ideas. Very, very, very different. That's what is going to be one of the biggest things for you this year, is just separating yourself from the whole, from the collective, and standing out, finding some individuation in the collective. That's going to be the biggest thing for you, and that's what's going to bring in the most success for my pile 2s. Mark my words, you guys are so in for it. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing. Oh, as well as too, because we have a lot of wings on your cards right here, so watch out for birds as like maybe a symbol or a sign for you. You could be seeing it in your waking life or in your dreams. Some sort of a bird could be like your spirit animal, your power animal, something like that. So yeah, watch out for that. Birds, wings, anything with wings, something like that for my pile twos, okay? Because that definitely may be one of your spirit animals that kind of help connect you to your high priestess as well. Now, another thing with this Get Curious card here is you're going to have a lot of people curious about you and what you are doing or the work and products that you are putting out. Meanwhile, you are focused on reflecting, and you're going to have a lot of people's eyes and curiosity on you. People asking about you or trying to figure out how you do what you do, kind of like how I mentioned earlier with like maybe a media outlet reaching out to you, something like that for an interview. Could be something along those lines. But this is all that I'm saying, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're starting with your tarot cards. Then we're going to look at your oracle cards to see the breaking news that may be heading towards you in the next few months. So let's get started. Very first tarot card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have here the Ace of Wands. And then the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So a commitment or arrangement of yours may be on the rocks, pile 3, with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And there's a possible relationship or job or some other sort of agreement that's not as guaranteed as it once was. So it's like it's not as promising as it once was. Like I said, this could be a possible relationship or a job or some other sort of agreement. Okay, so one of the biggest headlines for you or breaking news stories for you may be the ending of some sort of pact or obligation, duty, or deal. Whatever pledge that was made is either them changing their mind or you're changing their mind, or the both of you guys are changing your mind. This may be a mutual understanding of let's not do this anymore. So this leads to your next major headline, which is your purpose. Finding your purpose with this Ace of Wands right here, connecting to something that inspires you every day and motivates you every day. It's like you were given this new purpose, this new job, this new role, this new responsibility. It's like you go into a new arrangement or engagement with spirit, with something that is intangible, with this Ace of Wands right here. So it's like with this person or responsibility out of the way, it's like it frees up a lot of your time to explore your wants and needs and desires, and you're going to connect to a great love of yours. One of them is helping people that the world seems to neglect or throw away, and this could even be environmentalism, helping animals even as well. But you're going to find this great love for life through extending yourself to others. The loss of this thing over here, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse over here, connects you to the start of this Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles over here. So, and random message coming in right now. Let me say this really quick, but some of you may find your path or purpose in the military or having something to do with cars, working with cars. Like I said, really random message, but take it if it resonates. Don't force it. Don't try to force it. If you're one of those people like me where you're just like, military is just not for me, I already know that, and neither is cars, then don't take it. But like I said, if it resonates, then it's for you. But yeah, you may even get into teaching, instructing, healing, even modeling. I'm seeing here as a possibility for some of you. But you've got a lot to offer, and too much of what you had to offer was being given away to this Knight of Pentacles over here. So if you've been feeling bored with life, a bit stuck, restricted, like you're on the same routine, there's a big change coming with that, where you metaphorically take your life into your own hands by connecting to this purpose here. And it's really, really incredible for my pile 3 is exactly how this is going to happen for you, exactly how this is going to play out. I'm also seeing as well that it could be a friend or a friend of a friend, a friend of a family member that actually gets you into some sort of other hobby here, and this hobby just kind of takes on a life of its own, and it ends up becoming something for you that's like a genuine purpose, and it's more than likely something that you never thought to do before. You're just kind of trying it out because you really didn't have anything to do, and it ends up becoming something where you're just like, you completely throw yourself into it. You completely immerse yourself into it, but it's definitely on track to being considered a life purpose of yours. And it's like you find your true purpose here. You find your true purpose here, your true love here, for sure. So pile 3, let me add this. The breaking news for you that I'm picking up on, we kind of already talked about this, but just diving in a little bit deeper to this, there's the end of an obligation or an engagement, something that you were tied to. Now, this is something that you are already aware of being on the rocks. It's already fragile, as well as I'm seeing someone offer more than before. So this could be the same person or offer coming back around to you to say, let me give you more because they want to avoid losing you or you walking away. This person or job or situation is aware of the fact that they kind of need you more than you need them. So this could also be someone approaching you and saying that they need your help or assistance or some sort of favor. And now for the exciting stuff, pile 3. Some of you have a job that may ask you to relocate at some point this year to a different city or a different part of the country, and this feels exciting. So I'm sure that this is for those of you looking for a new fresh start, especially with this ace right here. And probably the most shocking news for my pile 3s will be the expansion of your family. So this is someone or yourself getting engaged, married, possibly even having a baby, moving in together with a partner, or meeting a very serious significant other. Because of the 6 of Pentacles, there is going to need to be a dividing up of your time and energy to make sure you can give enough energy to these new people entering your life or family, kind of like getting to know them. So watch out for a call like someone saying they've met someone special. This is someone that no one was really expecting. So it could definitely be like if you have a parent that's single, even them possibly meeting someone new, because the 6 of Pentacles is cautious energy and it's methodical. So it feels like it's taking its time getting to know someone and their story. And the ace is all about fresh new energy. And I'm so sorry to do this to you, pile 3, but I got to dive in just a little bit more into a little bit more detail about this. But another huge piece of unexpected news coming to you is someone that didn't know how to give to you before trying to come back. We kind of already touched on this. This is someone that was pretty selfish emotionally and intimately, or in terms of power. They did not know how to give to you. They were more of a taker, and they are definitely coming back to you, even if just to say, hey, you were right, and they learned a very hard lesson. They had to go through a 5 of Pentacles moment to see how they lost nearly everything by being selfish and holding on too tightly. So their selfishness and stubbornness to change cost them a lot, and they're basically on an apology tour. So that'll be shocking to you to see this person renege on things that they said and did, and them trying to repair things, even though for you, things may be irreconcilable and you may be looking forward to some newness or a different relationship, a new person. Some of you as well with the 6 of Pentacles right here. The 6 of Pentacles could be you sharing your life in the media, in public, on the internet, something like that. This could be like somebody asking you to do a reality television show, or you starting a vlog, or someone asking you to film parts of your life or document parts of your life and then to put it out there, to publicize it. But there is like a bit of promotion here. It looks like self-promotion in a way, where it looks like it could just very simply be your energy, you yourself, that you start giving away. It could be parts of your personal life that you start giving away, that you start letting other people into. And so that's the funny thing here about this pile, you guys, pile 3. Your purpose could really tie into just you being you and giving parts of yourself away to other people, where people just connect to you. They just really vibe with you. They really seriously vibe with you, like you've always had the sauce with this Ace of Wands right here. And with you sort of being separated from this Knight of Pentacles engagement, or this obligation, this job, this responsibility over here, it frees you up to kind of explore some other avenues that you really kind of never thought about before. And you try it out and it's like, wow, people actually like this. People are actually engaged in this, or I actually like this. I'm actually interested in this. And it just kicks off this whole new avenue for you. This is really interesting. Let's check out your oracle cards, you guys. Oh, wait, you were, okay. I didn't pull your other, let me get those cards really quickly. I don't know how or why I forgot this, but with you guys, I forgot to shuffle some of these cards here. So let's see what other breaking news it's on its way to you. And so we have here health, even getting your health together, you guys. That's another thing here. And it says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So even getting your health together, you guys, that is going to be another, I think that's going to be another. And then we have happiness here underneath the deck. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Okay. Health is another big thing for you guys. And when it comes to health for me, it could just be your physical health. But for me, it does have a lot to do with you guys. With you guys' happiness underneath the deck. This has a lot to do with just you shining from the inside out, just feeling good about where you're at, feeling comfortable, feeling content, you know? And I kind of feel like you guys have been separated from that for a while, especially if you've gone through some sort of a breakup or separation from someone. And that someone used to take up a lot of your time. Maybe this is your kids that have gone off to college. Maybe they've started their own job. Maybe they've started their own lives, started their own families. And you're just kind of left around like, well, I don't really have much to do now. You know, it's kind of like something got freed up here. Some part of your time, your energy got freed up here. And now you are able to focus more on yourself. So health is another big thing that's coming through here. Like I said, for me, I'm picking this up as more of like an emotional health sort of thing. Just being really good and happy with where you're at. But this could definitely for sure be more so physical health. You guys focusing on your physical health over the next few months here. So that could be one of the things that sort of... that you really kind of get together. I'm feeling like this is something that you get together is your health. So especially if you've been struggling with weight, maybe something like that, you know, I'm kind of seeing you really get a handle on it over the next few months. Like this Ace of Wands right here, how it's just gripping that wand. I see you getting a handle on it. And even with the Six of Pentacles, as you can see, the Six of Pentacles is a very controlled sort of card that or a scene that's being depicted here. How he's sort of rationing out, you know, he's rationing out this money, these pentacles to people in need. So yeah, I'm just really seeing you getting a grip on whatever this may be. Maybe feeling more emotionally happy, more emotionally content. Like I said, with you picking up this hobby, this job, this whatever it is that you get into that feels like your purpose. And I'm just seeing you guys get to a happy place. So that's what the health card means for me, but take it as it resonates. Next two cards that we have here is boundaries. Wow, okay. Is that a little armadillo on the front, I think? And then we have here wisdom, beautiful. So that's why this Knight of Pentacles is ending for you. You may put up some boundaries, or you may be starting to put up some boundaries, and you're stepping into more of your personal authority and probably speaking up a lot more in your relationships and your personal life. And that stops working for someone or a job of yours. But this is wisdom that you are tapping into, because there's a strong energy here of there can only be one or the other, because we only have a certain amount of energy that we're working with before it needs to replenish itself. And with you giving so much into the situation with the Knight of Pentacles right here in reverse, it took away from you giving to yourself and the world around you with this Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. And my pile threes may be seeing quite a few aces pop up in other readings as well. And that's just an indication that of all this new energy that's coming in for you, a shakeup in an established routine with this Pentacles energy here is just being shaken up. This established routine, which is being represented by these Pentacles, is being shaken up. As well as you guys too, you may have very strong oppositions in your natal chart, where it's like you may have like Venus opposing Mars, Sun opposing Moon. You may also have something where it's like your sun is in one sign and your moon is in its opposing sign. So like, let's say if your sun is in Aquarius, then your moon is in Leo. Or let's say if like your sun is in Cancer, then your moon is in Capricorn. If your sun is in Gemini, then your moon is in Sagittarius, something like that. You have like very strong opposition energy where you feel like you're always missing the boat in a sense, where it's like once you get one part of your life together, it kind of leaves that other part of your life just up in the air. And it's like you're playing catch up. It's like you're always playing catch up on one side of your life. I think that you guys have very strong oppositions in your natal chart. You may have that. You may even have stelliums that oppose each other in your natal chart. And all that means is that you have like a collection of planets in one house or in one sign of your natal chart. And then on the opposite end of that, you'll have another collection of planets in one sign or one house of your natal chart. So yeah, you may have some very strong opposing energy going on here, because that's really just what I'm picking up. Just very strong opposing energy. Let's see, your next two cards here is best possible decision, Artemis, goddess of the bow. Help me see what must be known. And then we have peace, Bridget, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. So that's pretty interesting. You have Bridget and Artemis that has popped up in your reading here. So I see why two cards had to come out for you with this deck, because you're the only pile where two cards from this deck came out. And there's going to be peace that sets in with this decision or change eventually. It might not hit right away. In the beginning, you may feel a bit lost or without direction, and that may be how you feel right now even. But these cards are saying you will see in the future how everything played out the way that it did and why it needed to play out the way that it did. And you have Bridget and Artemis mentioned here, like I was saying. So work with these energies if you are comfortable to work with other energies, things like that, or look into their story, because they may have a message for you, for both of them to come out together like this. But there's a big decision coming for you, and it's a major pivot point in your life that will lead you in the best direction that is destined for you, pile 3. So this is really interesting here. You've got some really big changes on the way, but it's really set off by this major decision that you may have been sort of dragging your feet with for a while. So especially if you've been feeling like, I need to do this, I need to do that, but I don't really feel like dealing with the fallout of this decision just yet. That's kind of what's coming to you over the next few months. But this is not something that's going to be shocking for you. It's going to be, like I said, for many of you, it's going to be even mutual, where it's just like, yeah, let's just not do this anymore. I'm not really seeing this like suck the life out of you. It's kind of like, all right, well, I got a lot of free time on my hands now, and you just falling into this beautiful purpose. And it just expands. It really just expands into something so much bigger for you, which is beautiful. But this is all that I'm saying, pile 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, and pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we're starting with your tarot cards, then we'll check out your oracle cards to see the breaking news that is on its way to you over the next few months. So the very first tarot card that we have here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Then we have here the Five of Swords. All right. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we got a lot of sword energy here, pile 4. Yeah, you're pile 4. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of sword energy. One thing that's coming through, and obviously, take what you hear in a pick a card reading on YouTube with a grain of salt, okay? Which I'm pretty sure you guys already know to do that. But I'm saying for those of you that may deal with recurring health issues, either it just kind of goes away without explanation, and like the doctors can't explain it or figure it out, or it's more manageable for you. Something may become more manageable for you over the next few months in terms of your health. So this Five of Swords, for sure, though, is bully energy coming from you. And it's a really good thing, because something has been getting the better of you for a while. And now you're coming at this problem with some force, with a little bit of heat, and you are not slowing down. You're not holding back. You are ready to live your life without being ruled by this health issue or mental health challenge. And I see you attacking the problem instead of it coming for you. So this is turnaround energy. It's kind of like an upset, like in games and stuff where you have an upset, where you come out victorious for many of my pile 4s, but it does not happen overnight and without some very hard work, especially if this is concerning mental health that you are ready to address. You are the one that has to come to the decision and does end up coming to the verdict that this isn't ruling me anymore. I'm taking my life back by any means necessary, even if that means me facing some really difficult things. So that's breaking news for some of my pile 4s. Some of you may also be getting very involved in social justice or social reform. You may even meet some friends through this type of work. But there's no meek energy here, pile 4, and it's set off by what seems to be some sort of a choice. Either keep doing the same thing and pray that things change, or become the change. And that is exactly what you do, pile 4. For some of you, you are attacking your finances because you know that you deserve to live better and more comfortably than what you are currently living. And for others, it may be boundaries that you are setting in your relationships and in your life. For others, this is forgiveness. Some of you, the chronic issue here is a relationship or a person that you keep forgiving and going back to, giving them chance after chance after chance, and that is coming to a halt. There's a major shift in your relationship to God as well, where you get a lot closer to this higher power. And this is why you'll be more demanding and less forgiving, which may sound a bit odd, it may sound a bit strange, but there's a difference between forgiving and being taken advantage of. And you're not allowing anyone or anything to take you for granted or to dismiss you anymore, because you know what it is that you deserve. Either way, you are saying to yourself, I deserve this, or I deserve more, and I'm going to make that happen. Some other breaking news that's coming to you seems so professional. This is about you getting into a specific school or university, or getting that job, getting approved for that position or promotion. And it's more than likely not new for many of you with this Ace of Swords in reverse. This could even be something you didn't get approved for in the past, and it's like after you apply again or some careful consideration, they decide to approve you and maybe like give you a chance, see how you do. So you may feel like you have a lot to prove over the next few months, or 2021 in general. You may feel like others are watching and waiting to see how well you handle yourself. Something feels like a trial run where you are watched pretty closely, and it's everything that you've been preparing yourself for, especially mentally. You know, it's like you've been daydreaming about this. You've been seeing this in your mind's eye, and it's just sort of coming to fruition. That's why the sword energy is here. So it's like you are a natural, and you really end up fitting into this job, space, position, school, group, or community, whatever this may be. But this does seem to be like you just sort of fitting in very well to some sort of new territory, new space, new people, something like that. You may even be given the opportunity for a mentorship to either learn from someone very advanced in their field, or you being able to teach or instruct other people with your skills. So you'll be a lot more assertive over the next few months. And I'm trying to pull some details out from these cards, but it seems to be mostly mental for you. Really big shifts in your mental state and your relationships. You're just more honest about how you feel, more transparent, and less worried about how you come off to people. So you guys may have been asking for confidence, conviction, nerve, or even some fortitude in the last year or so, and it's definitely coming to you. You may also be receiving fast money. Be careful about gambling if that is something that you do a lot. Be careful of that. But I do see some sort of like fast turnaround when it comes to finances and money. Like you do the work and you instantly get paid, or maybe you get paid before you even do the work, something like that. There's like a turnaround in terms of your finances and how quickly they start to come in for you over the next few months. Yeah, let's check out you guys' oracle cards right here. See what else we can see. We'll start off with these cards. So we have here acceptance, and it says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yep. That was kind of taught. And then we have here balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. So exactly, you end up becoming your own justice or karma or change, pile 4. You become the god of your own reality. Like I said, you come to the conclusion very soon here that, hey, I deserve better, and I know that I'm able to give myself better, and so you end up doing that. It's a decision that you make, and you become that change that you want in your life, and you assert yourself with that energy, for sure. It fuels you to do what you have to do to get where you are wanting to go. And this is the end of paralyzing fear for you as well. And it might not have been fear, but there was a lot of doubt here and ambivalent feelings holding you hostage. And I feel like you guys are moving away from this Two of Swords sort of energy and into more action now, where it's like, I'm not really thinking too much more or talking too much more or planning too much more. Now I'm sort of acting. You know, I'm getting a lot more active in terms of how I want things to look, how I want my reality to look, how I want my life to look. The next two cards that we have here, look at that. We've got success. And we've got abundance. I mean, wow. Seeing these two cards together, success and abundance, is just so tantalizing, right? You are balancing your own scales by being more assertive, pile four. One reason that many of you may not be where you want to be just yet in life is because of this more passive role that you have taken thus far in your life. And you are flipping your own scales by tapping into this Knight of Swords energy here. So abundance and success, this being a lucrative change or move for you, is another breaking news moment for you where it actually works. You're going to create or generate a lot with this abundance card right here of your own success. So like I said, you're balancing your own scales and you're really starting to learn how to magician your own life. You're really becoming the magician of your own life. Yeah, you definitely are. The next card that we have here is friendship, and it says here, bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughter, understanding too. Okay. So you may have a more magnetic personality over the next few months because so much of your essence is coming out. And this is the thing. Your ego was not as on display as it will be this year. And that's a really good thing for my pile fours because your ego was the one that was hiding a bit. That may have been where your scales were tipped, was you weren't expressing enough of your ego. Like sometimes, of course, we all talk about egomaniacs and being egotistical and how you can move in too much of that ego energy. But sometimes there's a lack of ego, and that can be a bad thing as well, And like I said, there's a lot of balance coming in for you here where you're balancing your own scales. So yeah, with you, you're exhibiting more of the real you. And so for you, your ego was hiding a little bit, and there's not a lot of separation between the real you and your alter ego, pile four. You kind of are your alter ego. You just don't present it as much. But with you exhibiting more of the real you, more of your confidence comes out, and it pushes you, or it puts you in alignment with different types of people that are very much in touch with their own ego, but in a healthy sense. And there's a more beautiful balance here, and you guys vibe together very, very well. These new relationships here, it's just a matter of you needing to step into your ego. And that's happening for you in the year 2021. Let me just get two final cards for my pile fours to see if there's any additional breaking news that I may have missed. Okay, so we have here the Observer. Very first card that we have is the Observer came out. Let me get one more. And then we have here Trust. Okay. What I'm getting with this Trust card right here is you falling into place with people that match your frequency, match your vibe, match your ego, like we were just talking about. And then with this Observer card right here, I'm picking up a strange message, kind of strange, kind of fits with this card, but it's kind of strange for your message, where you may have someone watching you, pile four. You guys may have someone watching you. And with you walking into like a lot of success and abundance this year, that may be why you have someone watching you. I feel like there may be a few eyes on you, but there's like one or two in particular that's watching you even before all of the success and abundance. As well as too, with this Observer card, I feel like this is definitely as well your spiritual team coming through. Like, it could be your spiritual team that's really observing you very heavily, but we already know that. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm picking that up. But anyways, this could also be your spiritual team that's coming through with this Observer card right here. And they're pulling a lot of strings for you as well. As you can see in this card, there's these hands right here pulling a lot of strings around this crystal ball. And so your spiritual team may be doing just that, kind of putting you right into alignment with the very people that they need you to meet, that they need you to sort of develop these connections and relationships with, to sort of advance your life, to sort of advance your position in life even. So I just see like a lot of advancements in your position in life coming up over this next year, 2021, and over the next few months for many of my pile fours. But this looks to be a very exciting time. And to really trust in your spiritual team that they kind of know what they're doing. Some things may seem a little bit odd or a little bit strange, but that's because you have a lot of the wheel that's shifting for you this year, pile four. And Like I said, there's going to be a lot of advancements for you, especially in terms of your position in life when it comes to that, when it comes to money. There's just a lot about money. And I know it's a lot of swords energy here, but there's just a lot with money coming through for your pile. So I feel like with money, there's a big change with money. And that may be where a lot of your success stems from. It could even be like stocks that you get into that you hit big with, or maybe real estate, flipping houses. I don't know. Something, it's like something you get into where your return on investment is fast. It's really fast, and it gets the attention of some people. It definitely gets the attention of some people for sure. But yeah, I mean, pile four, you guys look to be in a really good year and some really good energy and some really successful energy this year. It's just a matter of trusting in it and knowing that that abundance and success and those relationships are coming to you, and a step more into that ego too. Don't be afraid of doing that. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, and until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, in pile number 5, welcome to your reading. So we're checking out your tarot cards. Then we'll take a look at your oracle cards to see the breaking news on its way to you. So let's get started. Very first card that we have here is the 6 of Wands. Then we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, that was already like a roller coaster ride, just and then we have here 10 of Cups in reverse. Of course. Okay, pile 5, you're like this big bag of mixed energy. There's a few different messages here for a few different people. It's almost as though pile 5 has a couple of different groups or a couple of different messages for different groups within one pile. But your breaking news may be someone trying to tell you that they want more of an emotional connection, but you might not be interested in the same thing. Someone may even ask you to go to a therapy session with them to repair a relationship or to work on something. This may be them saying that you hurt them. This may be a bit shocking for you because you've never heard this before. So either they are breaking the news to you about something that you may have done in the past to hurt them, or there's information about something that happened in the past that you have no clue about, and they want to let you in on it. They want your support, and they want your assistance in healing this, so that the way they can make a full emotional recovery from whatever this may be. So you are diving a lot beneath the surface of this relationship. Another thing here is you connecting to a suppressed part of yourself and feeling more whole and comfortable than you ever have, and trying to find ways to express that to the people that have known you for your entire life. This is you trying to break them into the new you. There's going to be some growing pains with everyone adjusting to this new version of yourself that you are stepping into. So this new independence or expression, it is what you're really embracing, but you're finding a lot of pride and love in yourself this year. So pile 5, the breaking news that's coming to you, it doesn't really seem like this is breaking news that's coming from an outside source. There is like a little bit here where people could be sort of, expressing a secret to you, something that they've never told you before, something that you never knew about them that you're finding out. But a lot of your breaking news seems to be self-awareness. It seems to be like something that you just come to realize on your own, maybe about yourself or even the people around you. But some exciting news as well for my pile 5s is a lot of love coming towards you. A lot of enamored people trying to show you love, appreciation, affection, and even their attraction to you. Even though you might take it all with a grain of salt, the exciting news that's also here is a deeper understanding of the origins of a painful memory or a deep-seated fear or insecurity, and being able to fully patch it up. So there's a lot of healing energy here. Like I said, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love that's coming towards you. So even if someone does say, hey, can we go to a therapy session because I need to talk to you about something and I don't know how to express it, I don't know how to say it, even if it's something that maybe you did in the past to hurt them, they are coming at you with love. They are coming at you with the top priority for them is to repair, is to heal, is to develop an even deeper connection to you. So all of this is love that's really coming towards you, pile 5, which is a really beautiful thing. But your breaking news seems to be really self-involved. And like I said, it's less of an outside source, but it's more so of like this just inner awareness that you develop. I'm going to ask pile 5 that you be gentle with your mental health over the next few months and stop trying to control your emotions. In order to gain emotional authority, there has to be a level of emotional capitulation where you learn how to submit, because there's going to come a moment for you where reaching a dream or goal may not be enough. And you're going to actually end up reaching it with the 6 of Wands right here. But it may not be enough because you're lacking the support that you may want or need with this 3 of Swords and this 10 of Cups in reverse right here. So you may be going against your family's wishes by working a certain job or being in a certain relationship or having a certain set of beliefs. Whatever this disagreement is, it may have left you feeling alone and like you have this chip on your shoulder. Like, I'll show you that this was a good idea, or I'll show you that I know what's best for me. I'll show you how successful I can be with or without you. You know, it's kind of like you have a bit of this chip on your shoulder, and you get to the finish line only to realize that it's not enough to fill you emotionally. It's like the excitement of the 6 of Wands moment is short-lived or a bit temporary, because even with this great feat, you're still hurting behind feeling abandoned or deserted or rejected. That's the word, rejected by your people or your family or your friends or the people closest to you. Could even be a romantic partner. Okay. But simply because you have a different view on things. And that's the thing that hurts the most is just like, the thing that hurts the most is like, I can't be my own person. You know, it's like you can't accept me for me. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. And you cannot heal this wound, pile 5, with accomplishments. That will be a major revelation for you over the next few months. But one of your breaking news stories, is you coming to the decision that you don't need that emotional safety net, that without that support, you still made miracles happen all around you. It won't heal you, but it will toughen you up a lot. Your accomplishments will have a very strange way of reconnecting you right back to some really old wounds. These things that should make you feel like you are on cloud 9, like you are above the world, is going to connect you right back to old trauma and old wounds. That's the interesting thing about your success this year in 2021, pile 5. Feelings of rejection for many of you is what this is. This feels like a father. It could be a mother that was absent in your life as well. Or they were the ones that stepped away from you. You know, and this is a deep wound for you here. It's this feeling of not being loved or embraced by someone as crucial as a parent figure. And it just hurts. It's this feeling of, why did you throw me away? You know, like me being my own person means that you can't love me or accept me. There's just like a little bit of not a little bit of confusion, but it's like this, it's almost like this shock. Like, am I really that unlovable because of who I truly am? You know, one major surprise coming for you here though, it could be this person really pushing to work on the past with you, trying to rekindle or recreate a relationship with you. And it's weird. It's like the more that they try, the less that you need them to heal. And you realize that at some point you realize, you know what? This is your stuff. It was never mine. And I've been carrying it all along for you all this time. And you eventually just let it go. You let go of the idea of this is how things should have been. And when you let that go, when you let that feeling go, that frustration of things should have been like this, you're going to have real emotional connections and support coming to you. But first, you have to see that this 6 of Wands moment won't heal you. The 6 of Wands feels like, for some of you, a lot of attention. So it could be like a lot of followers on social media, or a lot of people like sliding into your DMs trying to get at you, especially if someone broke your heart, like a romantic partner. But that's not going to help you either. It's not going to make you feel any better. It's just more so like a temporary distraction at best. But you have this major glow up moment, and it doesn't heal the feelings of rejection. You simply accept that they couldn't love you the way that you felt you needed them to. Really huge moment of closure and acceptance for you. It's actually quite beautiful. I'm just saying, the more that they try, the less that the less that you need it. The more that they try, the more you realize, I don't even really need this. You're the key to your own healing, And you're the key to your own acceptance, and you always have been. It's just a matter of you realizing that. And this success that's coming in for you in 2021 is going to make you realize that that is the biggest. That's the biggest breaking news that's coming to you. You're going to get to this place of success that you've been really working hard at, that you've been dreaming of day in and day out for a long time. And you're going to get there more than likely this year. And you're just going to be like, okay, now that that's over, that feeling is still here. And it's going to lead you to go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. But this success is also going to bring in that attention from these other people that may have rejected you or really hurt you. And when they come crawling back, there's going to be this other realization that, hey, I never needed you to heal. I never needed you for your support. I never needed you to make this success happen. All I ever truly needed was myself. And it's not that you don't need people, but you've walked around with this idea for so long that you needed certain people's approval and love and embrace and support to get to a certain place in your life, to get to a place of peace or contentment or happiness or fulfillment or success. And you end up doing all of it without them. This is interesting. Let's look at your oracle cards, because now I'm wondering, did I pull? Oh, I didn't pull that one for you. Why? Okay, let me grab that really quick. Give me a second, you guys. Okay, let me just see what other breaking news is coming to my pile of fives in the next few months. Thriving. What did I tell you? You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just, and new beginnings underneath the deck. You're going to be just fine without these people. You're going to be just fine. And that's what's going to make you say, like, wait, I never needed this. I never needed you. That's going to be the most shocking thing for you, because you've been telling yourself the same story your entire life is like, or however long it's been since you felt this sting of like just someone sort of like throwing you away or abandoning you because they didn't see things the way that you saw them. And them crawling back is just, it's like, it has zero effect on you. That's going to be a major moment for you. It's going to be so major. Let's see your other two cards that we have here. We've got peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay. See? And we've got perseverance. Yeah. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is what I'm talking about. Your perseverance and refusal to give up on a dream or a goal of yours that you think will make this person or these people regret disowning you is what brings you peace. The fact that you're just like, you discarded me and I don't even need you back, because you get what you came for with the Six of Wands right here, and the wound is still there. And when they do seem to be open to fixing things, you have this feeling of like, you know what? I don't need you to heal. I don't need you to love myself. I don't need you to believe in myself. I don't need you to make the impossible happen. You realize that you never needed that from them. Yeah, it would have been nice to have them there for you, especially in the tough moments, but you did it without them. And it's like you were learning. It's like you're learning how to be okay without them. And once you truly accept it, you won't even want it in the same way that you used to. You won't even want this relationship or this acceptance, whatever it is that you were looking for from them. You're not even going to want it anymore. And once you truly accept it, and I feel like this is going to shock the hell out of you, because you've been chasing behind this person or people or this idea for so long. And the moment that you get their attention, it's like, wow, I don't even want this. And so a lot of your perseverance, this one track mind, I've got to make this happen. I've got to achieve this. I've got to accomplish that, is going to bring you so much peace. Because you're going to realize there's no peace in this accomplishment. Oh my God, this is wild. This is wild. Next two cards that we have here, we've got love. Ooh, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. Okay. And then we have here psychic protection. Okay, around me now a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. Okay, you guys. So, this is going back to that original message to watch out after your mental health and your emotional health, pile 5, with the psychic protection card right here. Your crown is being heavily guarded by some of your ancestors and your angels. That's why this wound has not yet crippled you, because your spiritual team, your angels and ancestors, they are keeping the effects of this pain from hitting you entirely. They are shielding you from a lot of the pain. You might have some heavy Aquarius placements, or 11th house placements. You may be ruled by Saturn or Uranus, or they may be in your first house or your fourth house. They could also be transiting your 12th house right now. I know I just said a lot, but yeah, you could have a lot of heavy Aquarius energy, 11th house energy, something like that, Saturn, Uranus, but you're being protected by a force of love, pile 5. These energies love you so much that they are your metaphysical shield. They're your metaphysical shield. They're taking a lot of these hits for you because they know if I shield you for long enough, you're going to be able to see on your own that this is not something that you need. Once you see it, it'll create the space for a different sort of relationship to your spiritual team. But you also have love on the way, pile 5. Love is on the way to you. Real friends, a real family, a real lover, and a true support system that will not let you down like this. Not like this, not like what you have been let down. It's just that first and foremost, your spiritual team wanted you to see that you were never in need of anyone to feel whole. That was a very important lesson for them, to make you see that you never needed any accomplishment, you never needed any person to be or feel whole. And you're going to realize that. Let me get a couple more cards for you guys. All right. So we've got the card withdrawn here, which we already kind of picked up about your energy. You're feeling a little withdrawn, a little like there's a chip on your shoulder, you know. We already kind of picked that up about you, though. You're a bit withdrawn because you're so focused on proving someone wrong. Could be proving yourself wrong, but and then we have here underworld, dealing with a lot of shadow stuff. This is okay, that's what this is. This is just a lot of shadow stuff. That's all this is. Underneath the deck we have the sovereign. Yeah, you got to go through the underworld to get to your crown. That's the prerequisite for all of us. That's a rite of passage for all of us. None of us are exempt from having to take the wild ride from the underworld in order to get our crown. That's just how it works. I call it the Jesus path, you know? It's like you got to go through that death in order to get reincarnated as this like divine being. And so that's basically what's happening with you, pile 5. A lot of what's happening with you is a shadow. It's a shadow journey. And the interesting thing about your shadow journey is it's not going to seem like a shadow. It's not going to seem like a dark night of the soul. It's not going to seem like a shadow journey to you. You're going to be operating with some wounds, yes, but it's not going to control you the way that the shadow normally does. Normally the pain sort of dictates how we move, but that's not happening here with you. You're very motivated by proving someone wrong, and you're also very motivated just to accomplish things on your own. And a lot of that is wrapped up into your shadow. In order for you to see things more clearly, you have to go through this moment of success. That's what I was saying earlier before, how your success is going to connect you right back to your traumas. Yeah, I did say that before. And these are the two cards that we have, Underworld and Withdrawn. Yeah. So this is a shadow journey for you, pile 5. But the thing is like this is probably one of the more fun shadow journeys. It's not like wrapped up in pain. Like it says here, you're going to be thriving. There's a lot of peace. There's a lot of protection, perseverance, love. Yeah, there's some wounds that you're working with, but it's not crippling you. If anything, it's emboldening you. It's fueling you to get to where you're trying to get to. But there's just going to be this huge moment of awareness that hits when you receive the recognition that you're aiming for, where you're like, wow, there is something a little bit deeper here that I need to explore. And it's going to connect you right back to some traumas and wounds that you end up healing on your own. And that's going to connect you to this new system, this new network of people that have a lot of love for you, genuine love, the right type of love, not the type of love where it's like they're just around just because you're successful, the type of love where it's like true support. It's true support. And like I said, your spiritual team is really protecting you against a lot of that right now, where it's not even really hitting you right now. You may even have a lot of Capricorn energy as well, where it's not really hitting you right now. They're not going to allow this pain to really grip you. Like I said, it's there, but it's not really going to grip you. Your spiritual team really has you protected, Pile 5. They've got a very tight circle of protection around you, especially around your crown. That's the biggest thing that's happening for you over 2021 and over the next few months, is just like you realizing that you're not even in love with someone anymore, or you're not even needing someone in your life anymore. It's like you learned how to live without someone in your life, and you find a lot of peace with it, and you're actually thriving. And that's really going to be shocking to you. It's going to be shocking because there is some sort of a love or someone that really broke your heart in a sense, and you are still operating under this story of, I need them to be happy. And then one day you're going to get everything that you're asking for. They're going to crawl right back, and you're going to be like, I'm not even interested. It's going to be the most shocking thing for you. This is really funny for my Pile 5s. But yeah, this is all that I'm seeing for my Pile 5s. Just get ready for some people to be crawling back to you. Get ready for some success. Get ready for some serious awareness, and for a beautiful shadow journey straight to your crown. It's going to be the most beautiful thing for you guys. But this is all that I'm saying for my Pile 5s. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.